What is good, y'all? SGG gang, man. It's your boy SmooveGotGame back with another Detroit Tigers rebuild video here on MLB The Show 23. If you guys are enjoying, man, make sure you guys leave a like, comment, and subscribe down below for your boy. Really shows that love and support for the series. I've seen a lot of new subscribers coming into the family, so welcome. Hope you guys are enjoying the series. I love seeing the comments and interacting with you guys down below. Let's keep the channel growing, man. We're on the road to 1K, so any love and support that you guys can give, any shares and all that stuff is very much appreciated. Now here today, we'll be getting into September call-up time. As you can see, we're starting September off, making our final push for the playoffs. And what I wanted to do is go ahead and get a quick player lock game in with our two guys as September call-ups. Keith Clemens being the very first on the list, as we go ahead and move him just into the starting rotation, give him a day, give Javi Baez a day off, and let him go ahead and get into the starting rotation here against the Baltimore Orioles, who are 70-66. Pretty good record, but so far this series, not batting the best at 234, but only 200 runs given up. So I'd like to say that our chances are pretty good of being able to walk out of here with a W, as long as we keep the same trend going. Matt Manning on the mound, as he's been excellent this season, and we'll be looking to see what kind of year he will finish up with. Hopefully it's, staying on pace with that, lower that ERA back down, as he was below 3 for a good portion of the season. But here today, we're not even here to focus on him. Focusing on Keith Clemens as he makes his final debut up here. He's replaced defensively. I don't know what happened. I mean, we ended up losing this game 4-1, so Baltimore doesn't get swept here. But Keith Clemens got taken out on the second play of the game, so I had to go back and check this, and it turns out that I guess he bruised his arm on a defensive play in the field after a base hit and stolen base attempt. So now he'll be missing a couple of days. We'll keep him active. So I guess we'll be getting today's player lock experience. Started off against the Minnesota Twins, drastically under 500, but playing with Spencer Torkelson, not making his MLB debut or anything, but getting his first time up here at the major league level, and his first at bat, 2 outs, runners at first and second. He will get an opportunity here early to look pretty clutch. Gets put down 0-2 very quick, and the plan for him is to probably come up and be at least a backup first baseman, help out in the infield a little bit as he grounds into a fielder's choice. But being a backup infielder could be his ultimate role, as we just try to look to make some room for him. I don't know if he's ready to start over CJ Cron yet. We'll have to see how CJ Cron's season next year goes, as it was pretty underperformed for this season. I really expect him to be around 30 home runs, batting about at least 270. So we'll see if Torkelson can maybe pick up that production. Now right here, we do see his first hit of the ball game, as he was 0 for 3 up to this point. This will go in and be a slow roller all the way back into the wall. We try to stretch it for 3. We will not. The speed just not enough there, as the cutoff man is able to pick it up. And that will be a double. His first of the season, man. You can see the team is getting hyped as he finally gets a hit up there. Cole Wong is getting amped up right now to hype up his teammate for the base hit, as Eric Haas is up next, and he just flies this one out to left field for the easy catch. And we end up losing. But we got to see a little bit of Spencer Torkelson. Like I said, the plan is for him to be at the Major League roster next year. Of course, we have all spring to see what he can do and produce, to whether he'll be the starting first baseman or backup on the bench. But I do like what he could bring to the table potentially for us. Gets a double here today. Only goes 1 for 4. Casey Mize, a pretty good start with 6 innings, 6 strikeouts, 4 hits. And then right after that game, Keith Clemens comes back from his injury, so we'll jump into him. And he's somebody I'm looking at to be the starting shortstop. So from bench talk to starter talk, as he is better than Javi Baez overall-wise, now it's just time to see if he plays better. Now, of course, throughout this September time period, they'll obviously get plenty of games in, so we'll get to see what their numbers look like, both of them. But here in this first at bat, back from injury, he pops that one up, not able to make anything happen. So we just go ahead and go to the field, as he's able to go ahead and chop this one on the ground. Great rounded play there. Throws it in over to second base, and he's got him. I mean, first base, not second base, my fault. The defense is going to have to be there. We're definitely going to have to see that come in if we're going to replace Javi Baez with him, but he also has to match up with the bat. Baez has consistently batted 260, 270, so I want to see him around that range. I want to actually see Keith around 280 to go in and show me that he's a better shortstop, and that we drafted somebody very good with one of these picks that's already looking like he'll make his MLB debut here soon. Chopped on the ground up the middle. Second baseman comes and grabs the throw, goes over to first base, not in time. And unlike Spencer Torkelson, this will be a base hit that is the first major league hit of his career, making his MLB debut here today. He gets a first hit. Now, because it's only September, he'll still be eligible for Rookie of the Year next year. Let's go and get that ball in the collection. Go ahead and take good care of that ball for him. You know he's going to want that. And this to lead off the inning here in the bottom of the ninth too. So a great chance to go ahead and get moving. This will be a base hit lined out into right field. So we'll get over to third base and see what's stealing. Runners will be at the corners. And we'll go ahead and bat up with Matt Verling. After a quick strikeout there, makes it a 1 out. Bunt over to third base. Throw will go over to first. He's got him, but at least he scored across the run. I don't know if I like conceding a run there for it out. Now we're down to 1 out. Time run at the plate there. Riley Green. He ends up just striking out. So the Minnesota Twins will take game 1 of their series. But we got to at least take a little bit of look at our September call-ups, our future stars of the team. And yes, I am being 100% serious. As long as he does decent in spring, Keith Clemens, straight out of the draft from last year, is looking to be my starting shortstop for this upcoming season. He's played good at every level that I placed him at. Did good at AAA, and we'll see what he's able to do this September call-up time period and spring training. But as of right now, he's going to be the starting shortstop for me in my plans. Now, as you can see here, we're simulating a little bit further. We're on a 4-game losing streak to start September, though. That's not too good. Because we're at 82 and 52, trying to look and see when we close things out. The Twins and Royals are both out of it already for the division. White Sox about basically 2 wins away. Guardians about 6 wins away. 6 wins and 6 losses for them. 4 wins or 2 wins, 2 losses for them to be okay. Now here I want to do a quick check-in on Morris Jones, how he's doing at AAA so far. 18 at bats, 7 hits, 3 of them doubles, 2 RBIs, batting .389 with a .450 slugging, 556 slugging, 450 on base, and a 1,000 OPS. He has looked great at the AAA level. Still seeing plenty of progression. Contact is still going up. Power is even going up. Vision is going up. So I want to go ahead and get a player lock game with him too as well. This is going to be one of our futures of the outfield, hopefully, as he's able to finally make a play in one of these games. Now, like you see, batting .389, 2 RBIs. We have him at the 2 spot. Still at AAA, right behind Drew Jones. Nobody able to get on base here in this first at bat. Is this stadium, you can see everything. The clouds are covering up everything. So if this ball is up in the zone, you're not going to be able to see it. As you can see, that 2-seamer up top, lost it for a second, just saw it barely at the end, and maybe that's why it was a little chopper on the ground. As we go a little bit closer into the nighttime, lights are coming on, a little bit more visibility, and because of it, we're able to work a full count with 1 out. Runners at first and second. Morris Jones using that good eye and takes his base over at first. Now it's up to Gage Workman. And just like the last Avatar, when we needed him the most, he vanished. Andrew Navigado up next, 2 outs. He does the same thing. They're pulling their best Avatar impersonations as they both go sit down on the bench. Now we are down 2-1 here, and it's up for another Morris Jones at bat. Still not able to get a hit yet. Let's go ahead and change that with a base hit into the outfield. Runner's going to come around. Drew Jones is going to go over to third. We're going to go ahead and sneak in the second right behind him. Able to find success with that. Now with 1 out, no chance for a double play. Now look, it's really easy to get a sac fly and get one of us in, or even a ground ball. Workman strikes out. 2-1 here to Navigado. It's got to be a base hit. Unfortunately, just a liner into the outfield that will be gloved in by the left fielder, so only able to get out of here with a tie game. As we're going to go to the top of the ninth to see if we win this one. We are up 5-3, and we do take the game 5-3 too as well. Pretty good game for Morris Jones. I think a full season at AAA for him next year. I'm thinking and considering a move up to spring training just to see how he does, see if he's almost ready. At a 72 overall, though, I got to think he's pretty strong, especially if we're going to bring Drew Jones up. I got to say, why not give him the opportunity to maybe come up and make a few plays for us? So that's on my mind, too, seeing if maybe he'll come up for the spring. I'm sure he'll be up in the next 3 seasons, so I'm not too worried about his minor league options, using those up. As you see, Jackson Jobe gets another great outing here, 5 innings, 2 earned runs, and 4 strikeouts. Now, as we go back to the major league level, of course, we want to get through a couple of these series and try to get closer and closer to the end of the year, get closer and closer to hopefully wrapping up this division. Losses like that aren't going to help. As you see, we're on a whole losing streak to start at the beginning of the month. Here, Riley Green goes down with a big 2 to 3 month injury, torn finger ligament. That effectively, if there was any hopes of us winning a World Series, it went away with that one. Shockingly enough, we ended up winning the game 7-0 behind Casey Mize. Despite him going down with an injury, Kerry Carpenter 2 home runs, 3 RBIs, and Mize gives a complete game shutout. But with that being said, we have to go ahead and go to the bullpen. Not bullpen, but to the bench and bring over somebody that can be a DH. And for me, it's going to be somebody that's hitting very good this season and somebody that I trust to kind of get those at-bats in. And it's going to be actually Miguel Cabrera, batting .358 this season as coming off the bench. He'll go ahead and replace that DH spot for us. Not 90 wins on the season, and we'll also bring up Daniel Cabrera. to the Major League roster, go ahead and fill in that roster spot. Now, we have some things that we can play for still. You know, we can at least see how deep into the postseason we can make it. But with Riley Green going down, I'm effectively shutting down any World Series hopes. If you still believe, comment down below. Do you think we're going to get a World Series victory when it comes time for playoff time? We will slow the series down, obviously, tremendously when it's time to get those in. A lot more full games, a lot more highlights of gameplay when we get to that point. Now, as you can see here, we've eliminated the White Sox from contention too as well, so that series is not as important, as the only ones left are the Guardians, and we're coming up to a point where it might be that series that decides it for us. Now, here you see CJ Cron, 2 home runs already in this game. We are down 8-5, so I decided to go ahead and come in. 3 for 4, 2 home runs, 4 ribbies, and a chance where if he can get homer number 3, it'll tie up the ball game. So a great chance here for CJ Cron, who's seen his power not be where I needed to be. Only 23 home runs, 69 RBIs. I thought he was going to come in and be a guy that could give me 30 and 100 on those splits, but was not able to make it happen. We're still able to be a good team, though. So that should tell a lot about the other role players that we have on this squad as he strikes out. Just came in to watch 3 straight basically get whiffed on, and we ended up losing this game 8-5 as we ground out right after that, despite having a walk come in behind it. So the Rangers go to get another win, and this September month has not been played out too great. Joey Wentz, 6 innings, did decent. We gave him a lot there at the end there in innings 7 and 9. We probably could have walked away with the victory if not been for those 2 innings. As you see, Wentz still gets the loss though. 4 earned runs, 3 walks, 2 strikeouts, and we have 1 win to this point in September. 1. I don't think we've ever done this bad. These are some very big losing streaks. As you see, the AA season went ahead and come to a close. They will be in the postseason, 8 games back to the first place, but they were in for the wild card. Matt Manning coming back from his injury too as well. And all I'm doing here is kind of simulating slowly to kind of check in on them, make sure that they actually are in the postseason. You see that they did clinch postseason appearance, so they will be able to play postseason time, but their postseason doesn't start till after the AAA season ends. As you can see there, we go ahead and sweep the White Sox, finally getting some wins there. We're up to 93 on the season, still chasing 100 wins. You see we're winning 5-1. Clutch RBIs coming from Verling, Haas, 2 for Baez, 1 for Miguel Cabrera, Severino, 8 innings of work, 8 strikeouts, looking good. And we have clinched the playoff spot now effectively, but still only 6 games up over the Guardians with well over 6 games left. We got 9 games total as we're still looking to get through this Rangers series. Jonathan Scope has a chance here to come in and try to start a rally for us. Top of the 9th, they got Ryan Stanek for the Rangers up, ready to try to stop us from making this final push here. Jonathan, after chopping off 1, gets a splitter over the middle. We have not been able to hit that pitch all season. It seems like nobody on the team hitting splitters good, as we go ahead and chop that one over to shortstop for the easy first out. And then to CJ Cron, not somebody you want to play with, as he's been on fire here recently. Thought that was going to be the walk there, full count. Gets a slider over the middle of the plate. Is able to line that one out to the outfield for a base hit, but not enough speed. He honestly probably could have gotten thrown out from left field. Now next up is Kerry Carpenter coming in, playing a lot of outfield now that Riley Green is hurt, making way for him to get back into the lineup, and maybe he shouldn't be, as he strikes out and is heading back to the dugout. And it's left up to Baez. Splitter in on the hands, and the same thing happens. Goodly timed right into a glove. And the Rangers walk out with yet another victory. I really thought this time around we might be able to kind of push something forward, do something in this game, but only 6 hits, which is more than they had. We just did not turn those into runs. You see Eric Haas 2 hits in today's game. Miguel Cabrera with the only RBI in this one, and actually hit a triple too. I don't know how his slow did that, but he was able to do it. So we lose the next game too as well, and next up comes with the Rangers as we lose there too, getting swept by them again. Now, as you can see here, both the AA and AAA squads are going to go to the postseason, so we will have an episode dedicated to their postseason run. But let's go and look at these stats real quick. See where you guys finished up at AA. We're going to start out with hits leader Steele Walker at 122, Jace Jung at 114, and Ben Malgary, center fielder, at 106, 59 overall. So not somebody for the future, but Jace Jung looking pretty good, 70 overall. Maybe he'll get his potential back up to a B. We'll have to see. A lot of his stuff did go up there. He had 11 home runs this season. Steele Walker also looked good as well. He's seen some good attribute boosts, up to 65 overall with C potential. Ended up finishing with 11 home runs, 65 RBIs. And home run leader was Colt Keith at third base, 64 overall C potential player, 50 RBIs too as well. he's somebody that could, anybody can move up. If you're going to put up numbers and produce, you can go up, but only a handful of guys hitting over 270. That is not what I want to see. And then war-wise, nobody over a 2, so nobody that I'm really kind of like, oh yeah, you got to go up like immediately. You got to go to AAA. You'll play in the AAA postseason game. You'll start next season at AAA. Nobody that I'm really worried about on the hitting side. Pitching though, we're looking at starting pitchers effectively first. Brendan Hanafy, pretty good year, 173 innings pitched, led the way despite being injured right now. Leo Franco did great development-wise, getting all the way up to a 64 overall, seeing +5 to his home run per 9, +4 to his hit per 9 and walk per 9. Wish the strikeouts had gone a little bit higher, but it's okay. He hit under during the season. James Conley also saw good production. He's at a 62, right behind his counterpart. Seeing a lot of good upgrades here, +6 to the walks per 9, which is very important. And then Jason Shealy, only 56 overall, but still saw great development. You see +8 strikeout per 9, +5 hits per 9 and walks per 9. And I want to see what that was because he only had 86 strikeouts. So I don't know how you got a +8 in his strikeout per 9. But he wasn't even striking out that many people. 4.2 ERA as well, 1.4 whip was very high. 7 quality starts and 25 starts total. You see that's one of the lowest percentages on the team. James Conley at 13 for 27, Leo 16 for 27, and Manafee 18 for 28. So we can see kind of led the way. James Conley 2 complete game shutouts. Hey, strikeout per 9 wise, I did have to come check this out. As you can see, WARs, 4 ERAs for Brennan and Leo. Maybe some guys that could look to go up to AAA season if we have enough starting pitching depth. But Jason Shealy at 5.8 strikeout per 9. I really don't understand how they gave him the +8 for the strikeout per 9. He didn't do anything. Now we go back to the AA relievers, as I almost forgot them for a second. Want to look, of course, at their ERAs and whips, see if anybody can come up. Now, the only one that did really good was Yaya, but he only had 4 innings of work, 3 innings of work for Jake Higginbottom, 2 as well. But everybody, about 2, 3 ERAs, 1.4, 1.5 whips, I'll take. And you can see Zach Luke there started 6 games, had 3 quality starts, 2 as a long reliever. So got to give props to that. As we go to AAA to look at their final stats, kind of similar thing here. Guys with lower ERAs and whips didn't play that much. Only one guy with the high ERA, and that was Matt Stram, which I regret making that trade completely now because he isn't even performing well at the minor leagues. As far as the AAA picture, you got Bo Brissett, who's somehow managed to pull up good numbers despite being a D potential prospect. Wilmer Flores as a B potential is up to 71 overall now, seeing good development in a lot of his per 9s. 114 innings pitched. Jackson Jobe, seeing great development. He's up to a 75 overall now. He's actually better than Joey Wentz, and on his way to possibly making that spring training invite. And as long as he plays good there, could end up being either long reliever or maybe fifth starter. Nobody's spot is guaranteed, so we'll have to see if that kind of spot opens up for him. Now you see a 2.97 ERA, 1.9 whip, which is the lowest on the team too at the AAA level. Bo Brissett right behind him. And as far as quality starts to game started, you see there 21 out of 30. That is only 9 starts that were not quality. Same thing for Wilmer Flores. He just was hurt. 11 out of his 20 were quality as well. And he even got a complete game shutout, that being Jackson Jobe. His WAR 3.8. So definitely somebody that will be on MLB watch for spring training that we'll be looking at to see if he's ready to make that leap up. I'm glad we're seeing a lot more progression here from our guys in the minor league system. I feel like we didn't see too much of that in the Red Series, unfortunately. I did lean a little bit more towards free agency in that one, but we're seeing some guys play up here. Drew Jones at 87 hits, not up there with the guys that had over 100 hits and only batted 246, so that's a little disappointing. But Andrew Navigato, another season of a lot of power, +6 to his power left, +3 to his power right, with 15 home runs this season, 59 RBIs. Tyler Nevin has looked good at first base, but that D potential's got me a little bit, lackluster. Dylan Dingler, a lot of great plus marks around the board there off that 9 home runs, 58 RBIs, and a 260 average. So maybe he'll get his B potential back. But, the star of the show, though, is still Morris Jones. He ended up finishing with 24 hits, 3 homers, 12 RBIs, batting .316 with the .566 slugging, +9 to his power left, 5 to his power right, and contact left, +2 to his contact right. Vision going up by +4. Pluses all across the board, no negatives, and he finishes at a 73 overall and only 18 years old. Sky's the limit for him. I don't know if maybe AAA or MLB. You guys let me know. I'll let you guys kind of decide that one. There should be plenty of time because we'll have postseason time to, kind of get that in. So no worries about like me recording it ahead of time. Let me know down below. Does Morris Jones, if he plays well in spring, get the call up to MLB, or no matter what, go back to AAA for one more season, or at least start the season there? Y'all let me know what you guys are thinking on that decision. I kind of want to call him up if he has a great spring, but I'll give you guys a little bit of control and a little bit of power. Now, as you can see here, 5 games out are the Guardians with 6 games in the season left. We are 93 and 63. If we win this next ball game, we effectively take the division. So that's exactly why we're going to go ahead and jump straight into this game, baby. We're going to be playing the Cleveland Guardians game 1. I know y'all waiting for some full game action. Where is it at, Smooth? We want to see it. We're tired of player locks. We're tired of critical situations. Where's the full game? Well, here we are at Progressive Field playing against the Guardians. I think I said Indians earlier, so my fault. But playing against the Cleveland Guardians at Progressive Field. Ready to go ahead and take this division by hand. And who will be trying to stop us? Tristan McKenzie. 29 starts this season, a 3.3 ERA. 188 innings, only giving up 161 hits, 166 strikeouts, and 62 walks. And they'll be tasked with facing this Tigers lineup. As starting off, as always, Matt Verlaine. We'll watch that strike come in high up at the eyes. Watch another one even higher for ball number 1. Easy 1-1 count. As today, the goal and only goal is to get this dub. If we get this dub, we lock up the division. We don't have to wait anymore. The rest of the season is just basically playing for either the 1 or 2 seed. But both of those gets the bye, so we're really not playing for anything at that point. Akil Baddoo will come up after the strikeout from Verlaine. Take this 12-6 right to center field in the glove. Easy play. Next up, Jonathan Scope batting .244 this season. And maybe that's why he's getting sliders like that he's just popping up and not taking out of the ballpark. As that'll be a quick 1-2-3 inning. And set to go ahead and win this game for us, Spencer Turnbull. 31 starts this season, 12-8 record, 3.49 ERA, 1.3 whip. He's looked very good, well over 100 strikeouts. So today I'm looking to at least get me 6 innings of work out of him, 6-7 innings of work, and keep this game either at 0 or 1 run for Cleveland. We'll answer back eventually. And the first thing that we want to do is try to get through a nice quick at bat here against Andres Gimenez. Batting .256 in the leadoff spot, and he will check his swing there and then hit his ankle. They're gonna go ahead and get him across. Y'all let me know, is that a legit rule? Even if you swing all the way through the pitch, if it hits you, you get to walk? Because it looked like he went all the way around on that swing. Now, unfortunately, here for them, they popped this one out, and we have just enough room to go ahead and make that play in the outfield, so we will get an out back. And then Jose Ramirez pops this one up to the catcher. How lucky can you be? 2 outs, just that quick. Runner still at first base. Christian Walker up next, and with a quick 3-0 count, we have to lay a 4-seamer over just to get a strike call in. Right after that, we're going to lay another one there, and this will be right out to Baddoo, who will make the play and go ahead and get us over for the next inning. And that'll bring in Keith Clemens as we jump ahead to the top of the 3rd inning here. Getting the start today as Baez was tired, so we're letting him get the start. He's batting .333 now. Will be a little bit lower, but still batting over 300 in the September call-up. Not doing too bad. If we can get another guy up here to match up with Riley Green and Akil Baddoo, it's going to hit over 300. I think we'll have a very good starting lineup as that dive is not going to be in time. He'll glove it, throw over to first base, and Miguel Cabrera beats it out. Just able to do it with that 6 speed. We'll take it as we go ahead and get a line shot into the outfield as Colton Wong goes ahead and continues the inning here with a base hit, 1 out still, and a great opportunity to get some runs off Tristan. Back up to the top of the lineup, Matt Verlaine, 0-2, gets a 12-6 curveball. Bloops this one into the outfield. It'll get down. We're going to go ahead and send Cabrera around. The throw is going to come into the plate and not be in time. It is a 1-0 lead for your Detroit Tigers here early at Progressive Field. And we're not done, as this is a lined rocket out into right field, bumping up against the wall. If it bounces up against the wall, we might be able to get 2 here. But because of that, it will just be an RBI double with Verlaine settling in at 3rd base. Jonathan Scope, Mr. RBI man. It's time to come in clutch. They give him a full count with CJ Cron up next. He gets a slider to crush, gets underneath it, even though he timed it up pretty good. And just like that, it'll come out to a 2-out hit here from CJ to get another run in. 2-1. Gets a slider up in the zone. This is going to go deep. Out to his left just a little bit. The right fielder will go ahead and glove that one. But a quick 2-0 lead can be enough for us, as long as we're not giving up hits just like that, as that'll get into the outfield. Verlaine will go ahead and glove it and save a double, cutting this off before it gets to the wall. But now they're in great position to go ahead and try to answer right back for their own, as this is going back out to Verlaine, trying to make another play on it, and he will catch it. This time around, 1 out. We're at the top of their lineup. So Alec Bohm, this could be a great chance to ground to a double play. And if Colton is at normal depth, that it probably is, because he's not. It won't be. Kerry Carpenter throwing all the way to the 3rd base, though. That is a laser. Looking like young Ichiro out there. with a sharp laser to third base. They try to test the arm. Let's go back and look at that in replay. Look at it on a rope right to the glove. Scope gloves it, gets the tag right on the hand before he's able to touch the bag. Easy 2 outs, and Jose Ramirez will just chop this on the ground over to Wong, who will make the nice easy play. And we'll get out of that third inning just fine. Let's go ahead and stay with Spencer Turnbull. Skipping ahead now to the fifth after the fourth was pretty clean. We got another leadoff base runner here for George Valeria. Thank goodness it's the bottom of the order, so a double play is just one good pitch away. As Marco Luciano is up next. Watching that slider go low for a quick 1-0 count. Checking his swing there on the four-seamer. Probably didn't go around, but it was right down the middle anyway. Pops it up. Eric Haas will go ahead and remove the mask. Glove it after not moving that much. And that'll be a quick 1 out there. Now we're looking for George Alfaro to go ahead and do just this. As Clemens eats it up. He could not make the play, and he can't make the play at first base either. Are you kidding me? The one time we need to make a double play there, he screws it up, unfortunately. Maybe seeing a little bit of defensive woes here, as this will be a ball that gets down to the ground. Look at him make up for it. Tag second for one. Throw over to third base for the tag as well. I thought they might have counted that I touched him there, but great play there from Keith Clemens after messing up to go ahead and effectively end the inning. And we'll take things to the next one. Bottom of the sixth, 66 pitches deep at this point. And if he can just at least get me through this inning, or if he still looks strong, we might give him for the seventh. But if he can at least get me through this inning, he should be good for the day. Jose Ramirez chops this one through the air. Scope not going to be able to pick this one up. It'll be up to Akil Badu to come in off the shift and try to stop a triple with this one, and see, we'll throw the ball in and hold him at second base with the 1-out double. Christian Walker up next, and he's got a 3-0 count, so we got to lay a couple four-seamers in to get back evened up. As we do get two really good calls there. Full 3-2. Not going to get the third one, though. They'll go ahead and walk him over, but it gives us a chance for a double play with Oscar Gonzalez. Lining that slider foul. 1-2. Chopped on the ground up the middle. Clemens dives and can't make it. Burnley's not going to come in on it quick, and that'll be an RBI base hit. Gets this game 2-1, and just so we don't lose it, I'll go ahead and call the manager out there. We're going to go ahead and get Spencer Turnbull up out of this game, man. He did a great job in this one. I think 5 1/3 innings of work. Not too bad at all. Nothing to be ashamed of. We just want to make sure that we're winning this one, so we're kind of doing a little bit more playoff strategy here. If this were a real middle of the season game, I'd probably let him stay out there and see if he can get it done. But we're trying to lock up this division today, so we're going to go to Tyler Alexander. 30 games this season, a 4.4 ERA, but I do have some confidence in him because he has pitched effectively at the major league level, if you remember last year being our long reliever. So I want to see him get us out of this inning and kind of hold us down basically until we get to the close situation in the bottom of the ninth. Now he'll inherit 2 runners at first and second. Quick 3-1 count here to Yosada. 3-2 now, 1 out. Gets the call, strike 3 upstairs. Great pitch there to freeze him. As George Valeria up next, 2-2. Swings and misses through the cutter. Gets out of the jam. And just like that, Tyler Alexander's going to keep wheeling and dealing. As he goes right back to another 3-1 count, though. Right back here in the bottom of the 7th, Marco looking to maybe go ahead and walk and start things off right. As instead, he'll do one better deep out to left field over the wall as it hits off the foul pole and comes back into play. Solo shot. Marco Luciano, 17th home run this season, 377 feet. As that boy completely crushed the cutter that caught too much of the plate. You can see the wild card race down there. They're trying to keep that number 1 spot in the wild card rankings and even force us for the division possibly. Now right after that, we got George Alfondo, and he gets a circle change that catches too much of the plate. This one will be taken out, similar location, just a little bit deeper as it is long gone. 11th home run of the season. That is back-to-back jacks for the Cleveland Guardians, who will take the lead. 2 back-to-back solo home runs are what's going to do it to go ahead and effectively give them a lead, give them a good chance to win the game as we are here late. And just like that, we're going to get Tyler Alexander up out of here. Jordan Hicks will go ahead and come into the game. Played like our long reliever all season. He's well over 100 innings pitched and still kept the ERA low, kept the whip low, and kept the strikeout total high. And here he'll come in with no outs. Basically in the 7th, those were 2 back-to-back home runs to lead off the inning. And we're looking to ask for him to do a lot here as this was chopped on the ground. Scope's going to go ahead and come in and make a great play on the ball. Easy grounder to get things started with 1-2-3 set to come up. Alec Boehm up next. 1-2. Swings and misses on that sinker in on the hands. Jose Ramirez up next, and he will watch one on the floor as it's an evened up 3-2. Watching that slider all the way, he'll go ahead and take his base, knowing that we're not going to just concede another home run. We'll face the four-hitter Christian Walker instead. Round over to second base. And now it's back up to our bats. Matt Verlaine, who is 2 for 3 on the day. We got 1, 2, 3 set to go up against Yohan Duran as he enters the ball game now as they go to their bullpen. Looking to maybe finish this one out. That's going to be a leadoff base hit, though, from Verlaine. 3 for 4 day. Have a good ball game, finally. That average needs to be up near 300 anyway. Akil Baddoo 1 for 3 here today as that will get a base hit into the outfield. Exactly what you want. Runners quickly. First and second are 2 speediest guys. And for Jonathan Scope, 0 for 3 on the days look kind of cold. But a chance here to maybe get some RBIs as that was way too early on the 12-6. Not able to do anything there. CJ Cron up next. And we're double stealing. This will get into the outfield. Gets the third baseman out of position and gets Akil Baddoo in the third base as we get an RBI base hit from CJ Cron. And they're going to keep going to their bullpen here and bring in Trevor Stephan. 65 games this year. ERA has looked great. He's doing good against righties. Not so well against lefties, but that average is still pretty low. And he's got Eric Haas up next. We're going to try to bunt here. Not able to get the splitter down. So we'll have a 1-2 count. Swings over the top of a four-seamer. Not able to make anything happen. And it'll be up to Kerry Carpenter to see if we can take the lead here still. And he will strike out as well. So we'll have to go to the 9th inning and keep this thing tied up. So we can have a chance in the top of the 9th. But first, we got to get through 5, 6, 7. As this is a base hit up the middle. Colton Wong not able to get there and make the play. We'll get the throws in. And it'll be up to Masatanaka. I'm going to get that name right before the end of the series. We're going to be seeing plenty of them because we're going to be seeing plenty of Cleveland. I'm imagining in this series. You see they're one of our top competitors in this division. So for us to take this division consistently, it's going to be against them. And strikeouts like that are going to help. 0-2 gets the call on the slider. Great innings of work there from Jordan Hicks. That's 2 innings of solid work there. And we kept this game tied, and it'll be up to Keith Clemens in 7, 8, 9 to get things rocking and rolling. Gets a line drive hit into the outfield. That'll be for a base hit. Great job by Keith. As we have an opportunity now to go ahead and maybe get things started up. Miguel Cabrera is up next. Can he be clutch? We're stealing off for second base. Throw will be a little bit high, and we're in there. Now the runner's in scoring position. We have a 2-2 count. No way you can try to bunt here because if it's foul, that's terrible. That will be into the outfield. It'll get down. We're going to go ahead and send Keith over to third base, and he'll get in. Now, any sacrificial hit will do here. Colton Wong, we just need this ball up in the air. But I need it a little deeper than that as that doesn't even leave the infield. Quick pop-up, so it's Matt Verlaine up next. He's down 1-2, so no chance for a bunt here. As you can't afford to go foul. He'll chop over to third, go over to second for 1. Over to first, and he's got him just in time. And we'll still go to the bottom of the 9th, tied up. We'll leave in Jordan Hicks for 3 innings of work to see if we can get this game wrapped up. That'll be a leadoff base hit, though, from George. As he's able to go ahead and put them in a great position here. They're going to try to bunt here just as well. This is a hard bunt, though. CJ Cron going to come in, throw, and get the leadoff runner at second base. Great play. Maybe not a double play, but we at least get the leadoff runner, get them 1 out. And now we're in a better situation as Alex Bohm, 2-2. Swings, chops this slider up the middle. Keith Clemens is going to take it himself for 1. Throw over to first base. Got him, double play. Extra innings, here we come. And you know we're hyped up about this. Detroit and Cleveland giving a thriller here in what could be the game for the division. As Akil Baddoo pops this one up to third base. Not what you wanted with the fastest guy at second. Any kind of base hit is a guaranteed run pretty much at this point with that much speed there. So it'll be up to Jonathan Scope, 2-1. Chops the slider foul, evening it back up. Pops up the pitch. You see him break the bat there as he is pissed off. As those are 2 back-to-back pop-ups. Now it's going to take a 2-out hit at this point from CJ Cron. Can he come in clutch yet again? Watches the cutter in on the hands. Gets another one away from him this time. And it'll be evened up 1-1 from Emmanuel. Class gets a cutter right over the middle. That's a line drive deep out near the gap. It should at least hit up against the wall. But it's gone! 2-run home run. CJ Cron, 24th home run of the season. And that'll put the Detroit Tigers up 5-3. You see everybody's hype getting lit 406 feet over that tall wall. At the very least, there's going to be a double off the wall and score him anyway. But at least we'll go up 2, getting the extra inning running and 1 more for extra insurance. And you already know what that means. It's Alex Lange time. "44 saves and 48 opportunities, a 3-2 record in 58 games, 2.62 ERA, and 64 strikeouts, 18 walks, and 55 innings of work. Absolutely dominating right-handed batters with a 195 opponent batting average. And first thing he's going to see is Jose Ramirez. And we have a good chance of winning here, 97%, but that's still a chance that we could lose this thing. As they have their go-ahead runner at second base here, chopped on the ground, not going to move up. We'll go to a quick 1-1 count against Ramirez, and they'll chop that sinker away, looking to maybe get an early strikeout here. 1-2 on the ground over to CJ Cron. So since it's on the right side of the infield, that'll be plenty of room to move up to third base. Time run still at the plate, though. Still hasn't yet to get on base. And after facing off against Christian Walker, batting under 200 with runners in scoring position, it's going to stay that low, but he will at least get the RBI here as they go to get it back up to 4. Really glad we ended up scoring those 2 runs now with that home run, because it would have been a tie game here. Oscar Gonzalez 0-1, watching that knuckle curve low. Can we go to end this game and take the division? No call there. We'll line it back up 1-2. Checks his swing. They're going to say he didn't go. So evened up 2-2. Swings all the way through the sinker low, and that'll do it. We will celebrate a division title, the first one of the series in year 2. Beating the Cleveland Guardians 5-4, especially on a walk-off home run in extra innings. CJ Cron definitely player of the game, 2 for 5, a home run, 3 RBIs. Jordan Hicks gets the dub for his 3 innings of work. Verling, 3 hits at the top of the lineup, 2 for Akil Baddoo. Jonathan Scopes struggled, of course. Struggled in the middle there with Eric and Carey, but a lot of multi-hit games too as well from Keith and Miguel Cabrera. And that 24th home run, 72 RBIs for CJ Cron is what did it for us here today, as his 3 RBIs were influential. Tyler Alexander, blown save number 2 on the season. ERA creeping up near the 5. And that does it. Yeah, that'll do it. As you can see, we've clinched the division, man. We are now officially 94-63. And the next thing to kind of look out for is, are we going to clinch the best record in the league? You see 86 wins there, 92 from the Rangers. So we're still fighting with them with 5 games left, 4 games better. And as you can see, the wild card has not yet been decided. The Guardians will have a wild card spot, but there's still a lot of room up for debate. The AL East, other 2 wild card positions, and a lot of guys that are still in contention, still fighting for that last position. Now, if you look at the NL side, the Braves and Phillies are fighting for the division, but both have clinched playoff spots. The Cardinals have clinched their division up already, and the Dodgers not only clinched the division, but clinched the best record in the league, with the Padres and Giants also clinching playoff spots. So all 6 of their positions are effectively done. With 5 games left in the season, the only thing that matters now is seeding, who's going to take the NL East, and that's it. Now, on the American League side, we still got a lot to fight for. We still want to, it'd be nice to go ahead and take over home field advantage and be the number 1 seed, but next time out, we'll be focusing primarily on the minors. Minor league postseason, we already clinched up basically everything there is, so there shouldn't be any more major league gameplay. I don't know yet. There might be, though, so make sure you guys tune in for the next episode, but expect to go see the minors and see if either AAA or AA are able to win their championships. Come back to the videos and let me know what you guys are thinking. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe on your way out. And I do hope you guys are enjoying the series. I love you guys so much for all the love and support you guys give. It keeps me going. It keeps me wanting to push out these episodes for you guys. So as long as y'all want to see it, I'm going to keep doing it. It's me, your boy SGG, aka the King of Games, aka SmooveGotGame, aka GM Smooth. And I'll catch you guys in the next one, man. I'm out.